Hello, NRNS members. I hope you are doing wonderful today. Today is Monday, April 21st. We are live from our observation car in Bryson. There was a lot of stuff that happened over the weekend, and let me tell you, I am so excited to get into it today. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the first part of Today in Railroader. Yesterday at around 10 a.m., there was a post in the announcement section of the Railroader Discord. It linked to a Steam post about the April update, which is basically the maintenance of way development update by them. So we are going to go over that Steam post together. Hello, Railroaders. Today we are sharing what we've been up to since the release of 2024.6.11 back in March. We've been focused on two big features, maintenance of way and an enhanced tutorial. Before we go into it, please keep in mind this is all work in progress and may change dramatically between now and when it is released to you. So first, to go over the maintenance of way stuff. Maintenance of way is a big part of running a railroad, and we think the gameplay of Railroader will be made that much richer by representing it. In addition, for quite some time now, we've had some visual ideas we've been wanting to try out, including dynamically changing the track and surrounding vegetation to reflect condition and maintenance. It's pretty exciting to see these ideas finally in action. It's too soon to go into full detail about where we want to take this feature as we are still testing and developing it. But the general idea is that, like your equipment, track will take wear and require maintenance. Track that's in poor condition will have speed restrictions. That is really cool. So first, they show us a nice little picture. It looks like on the right is perfectly good in condition track, and on the left it looks like that's kind of like wore out a bit because it looks like the ties are all over the place. Excuse me, fumbling over my words. Yeah, ties are all over the place. The ballast is uneven everywhere. It just looks pretty rough. Moving on to our next section, maintaining track will require running a maintenance of way train, consisting of a work car and material cars. For example, gondolas filled with ballast, ties, and rail. Work car will consume the resources purchased similarly to how fuel is currently purchased and repair nearby track. Okay, that sounds pretty self-explanatory. It's gonna work like how you order coal, diesel, repair parts, and then you take that stuff and then you connect it to the work car, and then you bring it down and repair your stuff. So yeah, that's pretty cool. If we look at the window, it looks like we will be able to repair it to different classifications. So that is pretty cool. The next section says we're also picturing that you'll be able to control the class the maintenance away train maintains track to. For example, you could keep your main line sparkling while the sidings and branches receive minimal maintenance, or allow the entire railroad to gracefully languish. And then they show a GIF of the vegetation taking over. But don't worry, I have a video that's going to be slowed down for us to watch right here. The next part of the update that they talk about is revamping the tutorial. Making a good tutorial is hard. We put a lot of work into Railroader's tutorial prior to our initial release. And while we know that it could be better, until now we haven't felt that we had the time to invest in it, take it to the next level. We have a lot of information to share with new players, but we want to do it in a way that is more interactive, gives better feedback to the player, and allows them to learn about Railroader in smaller chunks. Getting to this point, which is still very much a work in progress, is taking a lot of work, but we think it'll be worth it. Here's one of the new tutorial pages. And I'll put the picture up so that way you guys can look at it with me. It talks about independent brake, and it looks like there's different like objectives you have to do, and they'll give you a green check mark or X whenever you complete them. That's pretty cool. That'll help out new players getting into the game. Because I will say it was kind of hard, but the learning curve was somewhat enjoyable. I will say that. So, they also finished it up with one of the cool things about the new tutorial is that it is built in Lua. While we started experimenting with Lua in Railroader earlier this year, we used it to write a suite of tests for the auto engineer. It has been fun to build this functionality out, as well as think about how it might be used by modders in the future. And then to wrap it up, we are also continuing to work on model updates, scenery, and bug fixes. The maintenance of way and the tutorial are the two really big features. We don't currently have an estimate of when the next update will be available, but we do expect to release maintenance of way on an experimental branch, possibly as an optional feature, and look forward to hearing your feedback on it. Thank you for reading and for your support. Thank you, guys. Thank you. So, guys, just want to spend a couple of seconds on my thoughts about the maintenance of way update, and I think it is super awesome. I truly enjoyed when the equipment maintenance came out, when you had to repair your locomotives and your rolling stock. I actually downloaded the mod that was out before it was vanilla game stuff, and I thought it was awesome. I thought it was even better when it was added to the base game. So yeah, I think it would also be cool if running over switches at excessive speed also damaged the track even more. Because I remember in the original tutorial, they tell you about running over slowly, but there was no punishment to it. With the maintenance of way stuff, it would be cool to have a punishment for being too fast on your switches. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the maintenance of way stuff. I can't wait to hear more updates from the Railroader folks. So yeah, guys, make sure if you guys want to leave any ideas, they do have a like a thread in the feature requests section in the Railroader Discord. They do keep track of that stuff, so if you have any ideas on pretty much anything related to the maintenance away stuff, go post it in there. Link will be in the description to the Railroader Discord. To start the modding section for the Today in Railroader episode, we start with our mod releases. First up, we have Bennie's Canadian National Heritage Livery Pack. And what it is a livery pack that is work in progress, but it includes an A26 Atlantic engine plus tender, the 1900 open platform coach, and also on the early wooden caboose. So yeah, guys, if you guys want that, make sure you check out the Nexus link down in the description, and make sure you read the description of the mod. There's some important things in there as well. But yeah, this looks really cool, and if you are interested in it, like I said, Nexus link down in the description. Next, we have JojoW Dillsboro Yard Headshut Track. Description says, adds a headshut spur track at the East Dillsboro Yard until the bridge. My first edited and simple mod, a long headshut track to avoid going on the main. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in that, make sure you check out the Nexus link down in the description. Next up, we have the Diesel Cab Lights, version 1. And this mod places a cab light in the SW1, SD7, and relocates the cab light in the GP9. All lights are placed so they are centered on the rear wall of the cab and up near the ceiling. This will enable illumination of the cab without obscuring your vision. After adding a cab light to the SD7 in the same place as the GP9, I realized that I made an error in judgment. A light that doesn't obscure your vision out of the cab window would be much better. I decided that a mod that fixes all the issues of cab lights and the diesels in one package was needed. So yeah, guys, if you guys want to change the light inside your diesel locomotives, this is your mod. Nexus link will be down in the description. The next mod we have is JojoW, Bjorn's yard sorting configuration. It adds some yard configs for the Bjorn's Bryson Central Yard and East Whittier Yard. So that way it works with CLB's yard sort mod. So yeah, guys, if you have either of the mods and want to have an automatic yard sorter for them, check out this mod. Make sure you read the description. And as always, the link to this will be down in our description. Our final mod upload from over the weekend was the CF Industries BRC Paint for the SW1. And the description says Belt Railway of Chicago inspired paint scheme for the SW1 based on CF Industries number 420. So yeah, guys, if you guys are interested in this SW1 livery add-on, make sure you check out the Nexus link down in the description. We had one notable update to a mod over the weekend. There was an update to Lathum's 100-ton log railcar. So if you guys use that mod, make sure you check out the update and make sure it's updated. As always, Nexus link will be down in the description. Almost forgot to say it. To wrap up our video today, guys, if you remember Friday, I told you to tune in to the WNCRR stream because Mr. C. Sam told me that there was going to be something very interesting on it. And let me tell you, it was very interesting. What it was a brand new tank engine that Raider has been working on. It is a G66, and this beautiful piece of work is a 266 tank locomotive. And let me tell you, it looks very, very impressive. Now, you guys might assume because it's called a G66 that it has 66,000 tractive effort, but that is not the case. That is merely just for identification. It actually has 41,651 tractive effort, which is still very impressive. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am super excited for this. So I will make sure to keep you up to date with any updates on this locomotive. Well, guys, that's going to do it for today's episode of Today in Railroader. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like. Make sure you leave a comment with your favorite mod. Subscribe if you guys want to keep up to date with all the Today in Railroader series, or if you want to keep up with any other YouTube series I have on here. But as always, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day or night, whatever it may be for you, and I will see you guys Wednesday for the next episode of Today in Railroader.